Welcome back, YouTube. General Soul back with Persona 3 Portable. You see we have two new doors. The one on the left leads to Margaret and her Superboss fight. The one on the right, and that is brand new for Portable. That was not in the original or FES. The one on the right is the Monad doors. Monad, there are 10 floors. Floors 1 through 9 contain some of the strongest regular enemies in the game that will give you the most XP. More than even the Reaper. These guys are weak to Zeo, so hit them with lightning. Now our first goal here, if you've got a Thor on you, level up Thor until it makes an item. Let it make an item. That item is going to be an accessory that you want to put on Aegis. I'm forgetting, it's like lightning ring or something like that. We'll see it here in a little bit. I don't think I actually show the item being made. I think I cut that out, but you will see it on Aegis because it's the first thing I'm making as I'm leveling up. You want to give that to Aegis because what it does is it basically makes her immune to lightning damage, which, if you remember, lightning is Aegis's only weakness. As far as everyone else, they're going to get a different accessory, but we can't make that accessory yet because we need to complete Mitsuru's social link. These are weak to, I want to say, ice and dark. So, at this point I hadn't thought about putting in Thor. I'm kind of leveling up Odin to get Spellmaster. But we do want to, as we level up, we want to level up to level 90. Level 90 allows us to make every persona, so long as we have the ability to make them. There will be 3 personas that we cannot make. Level 90, you will get the most important persona to make, and I'll point it out when we're making it. You will also be able to get level 10 cards. See how much XP we got for that? Now, of course, as you get closer to level 99, you will get progressively less XP, so it'll take a little bit longer, especially if you're going with a full party, to level up everybody quickly. So you may consider basically just going your main character and one party member. Now, if you don't want to do all this grinding to get everybody maxed out, focus on your main character, Akihiko, Aegis, and Yukari. In general, that's probably the most balanced team. If you want to level up, if you have another favorite that you absolutely have to use for, like, say, final dungeon, final battle, go ahead and level them up too. But for super bosses, main character, Yukari, Akihiko, Aegis, practically a must. Okay, these guys are weak to wind. Do not use physical attacks on these guys. They will drain all physical attacks, hit them with wind. So yeah, you see how quickly we are leveling up, though. We are getting a ton of XP. And I don't even think we've actually run into the best fight for XP, that, in my opinion. But if you've already beaten the Reaper, which you have to have beaten the Reaper, you have to have turned in that request for the bloody button to be able to get into this room. Once you've entered the Monad door, Elizabeth/Theodore will have 2 more requests. One is to get a rare weapon out of a rare chest that only spawns in the monad. The other one is to face our other super boss. And this super boss was available in Persona 3 and Persona 3 FES and is available in Persona 3 Reload. But the difference between the super boss in Portable and Reload compared to 3 and FES is you couldn't fight this super boss except on New Game Plus. Portable, and I actually was thinking the Portable had the same thing whenever I was getting ready to do this. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna have to do a second playthrough. I didn't understand how the playthrough was going to work, so I thought maybe I'll do my male playthrough, and then whenever I go to do New Game Plus, I can then make female. No, it's going to be New Game Plus with male. And so originally I was thinking I'd do male MC. This is weak to wind, but it also seems to be highly susceptible to critical hits because I just absolutely destroy. Or is it lightning? No, it is wind. I absolutely keep destroying them with normal attacks from my main character. But Akihiko is a no-go against them because it will reflect strike and drain lightning. So definitely use wind. What was I saying? So I was thinking I would be completing male MC and then do New Game Plus and switch to female MC, and in that I would then face the super bosses. No, they helped at least alleviate the grind. You can face the super bosses on the first playthrough, which is the main reason that we are doing all this insane grinding right now. If I wasn't doing this walkthrough, I am strong enough for Nyx. I would just be going for the end. But for this walkthrough, I am showing you preparation for the super bosses and how to do the super bosses. So, at some point, Odin will drop an item too. We don't care about that item. I have several personas on me that do drop items. They will be dropping items since we're doing this level grinding. I don't care about those items. The items that we care about will come from Thor. We want one. And then a persona we haven't made, 2 personas we haven't made yet. We are going to want items for all characters. This is the best. In my opinion, this is the best enemy to face for XP. This grouping here, right here, too. They are weak to slash and they are weak to strike. They're not weak to pierce. So, very easy to take out. And if you can get a level 10 XP card, you are going to get a ton of XP on this fight alone. Now, maybe like the 3 samurai guys or the things on the little sofas might give just about as much XP or more. I don't know, but these guys are a lot easier to fight, but they are a little rare. We didn't get it 10 times, but we do have a 9, so I'm going for that 9. And watch how much XP we get. Whoo! Just imagine if that was a 10. Ooh! Oh, that would be nice. Alright, Skathatch. Okay, Scotty is important once we complete Mitsuru's social link. Scotty is required for Mitsuru's ultimate weapon. So, when we get to level 90, I will show you what personas are required for ultimate weapons, and we will be holding on to those. So as I said, we've already got Femces.
There are 4 enemies.
Ice, I believe? No. Light. I even looked back to make sure I didn't fight these before, and this was a repeat battle. I'm guessing I fought these at Tartarus, because I didn't fight these in Monad. Alright, so basically now with cards, money is still somewhat of an item right now, but not really. Alright, so we are back in the Velvet Room. We are level 85, so we're not making final, but we do want a Shiva. Shiva is required for Kin's ultimate weapon. So let's see, we've already got Femses, Scotty, and Shiva. Okay. And Pralaya, that is a severe piercing to all enemies. Victory Cry, however, is an awesome skill. What Victory Cry does is at the end of every battle, your main character will replenish all health and SP. They will be at the end of every battle like nothing happened. Okay. Use these personas to make Beelzebub. Beelzebub, by the way, is also required to make Shinjiro's ultimate weapon, even though you don't use Shinjiro for in-game. So technically on New Game Plus, if you're playing again on New Game Plus, you get a new weapon, you pull out Beelzebub, you can make Shinjiro's ultimate weapon and give it to him before he dies. So there is that. You got the money, you can make your ultimate weapons almost from the very beginning. As soon as you gain access to the compendium, New Game Plus, you can make all the ultimate weapons so long as you have the money to buy the personas. Beelzebub, as you see, also gets Victory Cry. Beelzebub is an amazing persona. It is a very good persona to use. Alright, let's see. Okay, next one. Also a hexagon. Use these personas in the list to make Asura. Asura is required for Koromaru's ultimate weapon. I'm just kind of trying to get better skills on him. Basically, I think at this point, I'm seeing they can learn the Shadow Instant Death, so I'm trying to get the one that will hit multiple targets. I think that's exactly what I'm doing here. Because I saw Mudon, so I'm like, no, I want Mudon. Right? Well, there's Mahama. So that I see that, I'm like, well, shit. And I get Growth 2 and Growth 3 and Invigorate 3? Fuck. I am unsure if Growth 2 and 3 stack. I'm leaning towards no, but I'm unsure. So I do end up removing Growth 2 because I don't think they stack. Because that would be insane to have a persona just not even being used in battle and he gains 1.5 times XP as this persona that is in battle. It's like, why the fuck even bother? Spellmaster is an awesome skill as well, as I stated with last video, will half the cost of spells. There is one for physical attacks as well. Alright, are we making any more? Or do we need to level up? We are leveling up, okay. Weak to lightning. I don't even have to look. I don't even have to scan. I know. I'm scanning anyway, but I know. I know. I'm still using Odin. Nope, this is Thor. Now we're leveling up Thor to get the item. Unfortunately, I don't show the item being made. But whenever we start getting the ultimate gear a little bit later, you will see it on Igus. But yeah, definitely. I forget the level Thor levels up to get the item. Maybe it's in my notes here. Let me see. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Maybe I didn't see, maybe it wasn't listed in here. I know that at one point
Two powerful enemies.
I definitely did that on
Scan the target.
male MC, so I'm just following suit here. Let me see.
That's your chance. Go.
Fire.
Here's a chance. Let's get him.
Maybe it'll tell me here. He's got an item that he will make. I'm trying to look and see what level he makes the item at. And I'm not, it's showing me everything but the item, how the item. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's lightning gloves. And, well, you know, we're at the level. He makes it at level 60. So I find it right as we're getting it. So I do show us getting the item. I just didn't show me putting it on Aegis. Okay. So allow him to continue making this item. Nope. I skipped through, so I actually thought that he was changing a skill. So I remade another Thor. And then got him to level 60. So, but he does make lightning gloves at level 60. Give those to Aegis. Kaboom. I don't know if you hear it. We got a little storm going on outside. Alright, so. You notice there's two Susanos at level 76. Ignore. I think I mentioned that last video. Alright, we're at 87. So, okay, what's going on here is I didn't notice on my list until just now. The personas that I grabbed together were used to make the ultimate Empress social link. So I couldn't make that because we have it maxed out. Chiyu. Chiyu is required for Yukari's ultimate weapon. So at level... Where is it? Level 84, we could make the ultimate Empress persona, but we don't have the ability because we haven't maxed out Mitsuru. At 87, we can make the ultimate Aeon persona, but we cannot because we have not maxed out Aegis. So those two are missing.
Two powerful enemies.
All right.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
These are... they drain all magic. They have no weakness or resistance to any physical attack. So just hit them. Do not use any magic. They will drain all magic.
Be careful. It seems
As you see right there. They are susceptible to light and dark, but not weak, and Almighty will work on them. But it's just best to go physical. I'm going to laugh if my other Thor gets level 60 here. Nope. So, if I'm remembering correctly, I basically stayed in Monad long enough to get to level 90. It's pretty quick, even with a full party of 4, to hit level 90 in Monad. It's getting those last 9 levels that's a pain if you're going with a full party. It took several hours for me to get from 90 to 99 with a full party. It is a lot quicker if you just go main character and 1 party member. But again, as I said, if you don't want to do all the grinding for everyone, focus on those 4. Akihiko, Aigis, Yukari, and your main character. Those are the most important ones. Feel free to also level up every other character until they gain all their skills if you want. And with that, we are back in the Velvet Room, and I believe here we are making all of our personas here. Yep, we're level 90, so we cannot make Metatron, we cannot make Aliat, but this is the most important persona, Messiah. This one is made at level 90. It requires maxed out judgment. And this persona is how you are going to get the ultimate armor for all party members. Messiah makes an item at level 98. And it has a list of items, and all of them are the best armor and leg parts for each character. Now, thankfully, each character doesn't have their own weapon or own armor and own leg part. Aigis has her own armor and legs. Koromaru has his own armor. Koromaru doesn't get legs. Everyone else can share the armor and legs. So what we're going to do after I make my other 2 personas that we can make right now is I am going to show you making those armor pieces. So as you see right now, we stop at level 95. That means we have to level up Messiah to level 98 to gain an armor piece. What you want to do is level him up to 97, get him close to 98, as close as you can without him leveling up, and register your Messiah in your compendium. This right here is Hillel. This is the Ultimate Star persona. This one is an awesome persona. I don't think Hillel is needed for a weapon, is it? It is not, but it is an awesome persona to have anyway. Especially since we're going to get it at least level 91 so that we can get Morningstar. Morningstar is the ultimate almighty attack. Yeah, massive almighty, heavy strike. I don't need that. I'm not going to run from battles anymore. And then Salvation is the ultimate healing. It completely heals everyone to full health, removes all ailments. I think the only thing it doesn't do is revive. So Thor, we got, as you see, Thor is level 60 again. I think at this point, I'm just trying to get rid of some personas to make some room. I'm trying to get rid of some that I don't need. So I'm actually looking at my list here, and most of these personas now are personas that we need for ultimate weapons. So for that listing, and in fact, I think I'm going to show you the list here and have like 1 or 2 extra that we don't need. Okay, so now I'm showing you here. We have Request 72. This is a rare weapon that is only found in the Monad floors, and only in a rare chest. So if I run into it and get one, cool. If I don't care. Defeat the ultimate opponent. This is the other Superboss. So we have 2 Superbosses that we are now preparing for. Alright, so personas we need to keep. Scotty will be required after we max out Mitsuru. Basically, I'm just going to go down my list. If you have not, okay, if you are using male MC, you want Lucifer. Female MC, if you haven't already made it, Karikaya, Junpei, Masakato, Yukari, Chiyu, Mitsuru, Scotty, Akihiko, Mara, Aegis, Metatron, which we cannot make until we finish her social link, Koromaru, Asura, Ken, Shiva, and if you're doing New Game Plus, Shinjiro, Beelzebub. Those are the personas required to make everyone's ultimate weapon. Each ultimate weapon will take 2 days to make, so you definitely need enough time to get high enough level to make these personas and then spend 2 days making a weapon. Alright, so right here what I'm showing you here is we got Messiah level 98. I did register him as close to level 98 as possible. He will learn his last skill, magic skill up. This increases the amount of damage that you will do with magic skills. And then he is going to produce something. This time he creates Shoes of Light, the ultimate shoes for everyone but Aegis. How good are these Shoes of Light, you ask? Let's put them on. So we're currently at 98. Shoes of Light are 140 evasion. 98 is the best I have found anywhere before that. Those are the best shoes to get for everyone but Aegis. What you then want to do, you want to go ahead and go leave Monad or Tartarus, wherever you're leveling up, switch your personas, discard Messiah. It will cost you about 330,000 to rebuy him. So that 5 million you got from killing the Reaper is going to help. Rebuy Messiah. You may want to consider picking up money cards on shuffle time. So, I've got this Messiah leveled up again. And after we do the magic skill up again, now it's going to be random what he makes. If you get a repeat after you no longer need something, like swan legs, I no longer need swan legs after this. Swan legs are the ultimate leggings for Aegis, and you're going to see here whenever I put those on her, she has the lightning gloves equipped. 100 evasion on swan legs. Those are the best ones that Aegis can get. If you get swan now, since we got swan legs, every time you get a new Messiah, make a save before you enter. If you get swan legs again, reload your save. Another item we can get is, after Messiah produces our next piece of equipment, yes, or a dog suit. So this is another item that I do not need another one. This is the ultimate armor for Koromaru. How good is this for Koromaru? Well, Koromaru's current armor is 122, while the Aura Dog suit is 160 defense. Koromaru doesn't get leggings. Koromaru is done other than his ultimate weapon. Now again, if you do not want to do all this grinding to get everyone their ultimate armor, focus on the 4. But you will more than likely get just about everyone else done before you get the 4 done. Last item that Messiah can make, and this is going, there's 2 items that he can make. Armor of Light is the ultimate armor for everyone but Aegis and Koromaru. How good is the Armor of Light? 128 is the best I have found so far. Armor of Light is 170. That is the ultimate armor. Now we just need to get in time of trying to get Shoes of Light and Armor of Light, I need to get Aegis's ultimate armor. And if I get Swan Legs or the dog armor again, I reload until it finally decides to give me what I want. I did go ahead and get this armor for everyone, and it took a long time to get the last Armor of Light that I needed. But the last thing it can make is the Soul of Athena, which is Aegis's ultimate armor, which is Aegis's current armor is 132, Soul of Athena is 160. And I will be back when everyone is level 99 with ultimate armor.